Okay, guys, and welcome back to a little bit of this and that. So this is the next part to making our Beneath and Beyond a Steel Sky thumbnail. I hope you enjoy.
I
And
mean,
carry on.
like, I was gonna say something else. Continue what you were saying.
I can't remember now.
I was gonna say, out of all the characters he's made, because they all have they they all have different vocalization cues to when they're gonna come get you. What would be your favorite that you've heard? Like your
What do you mean
favorite?
vocalization cues?
Um, Freddy, when he is trying to bait you, he'll sing a song. He'll go dum de dum 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 or something like that. That is Freddy. And then
Oh,
Foxy
yeah,
also
the
does
sounds
another
that I
one.
was talking about.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really I don't think I have a favorite one, but I think the one that scares me the most. I don't know if it's Baby or not. It's the one that laughs. She giggles,
Uh,
and you know that she's there because she's laughed, and you've got like a matter of seconds to close the area that she's going to get you. I'm
that
sure it's Baby.
it's either one of Baby's puppets, because but Ballora and Baby have their own sort of gang with them. So it's either Baby, her little twin things that follow her, or you're talking of Balloon Boy or Girl.
Ah, it might be Balloon Boy
Balloon Boy.
because it is like a childish laugh. So I'm wondering if it's Balloon Boy or girl then.
Well, you don't have to close everything up. All he does is just take your light. He takes your light away. That's all. He takes your batteries, and then you can't use your torch anymore, which lets Foxy get you. Lets them all get you, but Foxy can see through the mask.
Does Foxy have a vocal thing? Because obviously I know it's a visual thing. Like you have to watch him and the curtain, and then when the curtain's fully back and he's not in his little place, then you know he's on his way.
Running. You can either sometimes you can. I think it's been said you can hear him talking like pirate, ya ha ha, or something like that. But if it's not that, you can definitely hear him running down wherever he's coming from. You can hear the running, and then if you shut your door, you can hear him banging on the door. He's the only one that bangs on the door.
Ah, I know. Now you've said it, I do remember the running, the feet, the quick feet.
Hmm. He's the only one that runs as well. He's really fast.
Yeah. No, I do. I think I'm glad Scott's making another game. But I'm sure he said he wasn't going to make any more. He said he wasn't going to make any more. Then he made Sister Location, but he said, I'm sure he said after, I'm not making any more because he was bored of it or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But he tweeted or something that he just didn't want to make any more of the Five Nights, but he was thinking of another idea. Um, but I do think he had something when he thought of that.
Hmm.
He really did have something,
I mean,
and the
he had
fact that
help. He had a lot of help when he made Five Nights at Freddy's.
well, I imagine he had a whole design team, production team,
Hmm.
whole development team behind him, but it was his idea to start with.
Hmm.
The fact that he's been able to bring that to light, I mean, he is, as I said, he is a pioneer in his industry.
I just think he's amazing.
Yeah, and there are many games like that that are completely different to everything else.
I mean, put me in front of a Five Nights at Freddy's screen, sure. I can do Five Nights at Freddy's whenever. But if you give me Bonnie, I can't. It's like, I think he did an amazing job on Bonnie because yeah, the others scare me when they jump scare me, but Bonnie is the only one that really gives me nightmares. I can't deal with Bonnie.
Um, I'm going to leave you talking, Trin, I think, for a minute. I'll
Why?
be back in a minute.
Where are you going? Rude. So, as you can tell, everyone, I'm just doing boxes at this point. Um, anyone want to talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise with me, hit me up. I can't wait for the new one. I want to try out the new one so bad. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see the new animatronics. I don't know what they're called. I think I lost track after Sister Location because we went from normal to the toys to broken nightmare, and that was it. I think that's where I lost it. Yeah, because nightmare was with the kid in the house. He was really scared, which, by the way, contradicts to Sister Location, because if you're doing that thing with the screens, where you're looking on the screens, if you type in a certain code, you can look at screens that look into a house, and this house is the exact layout of the boy who was seeing nightmares. The little girl that said, "I can't fix you." It was so sad, so sad. But yeah, apparently that little girl is also baby, and then the mother is Valora something. That's why she couldn't fix him or something, because she got turned into baby. She got too close to the scooper. Not scooper. The baby had an ice cream thing inside of her, but she was made to kill kids. So when the kid got too close, the ice cream maker kind of activated and trapped the creator's kid inside of her. Which actually, what?
If you think about it, it's quite a dark storyline.
It is a dark storyline. It's a very dark storyline. Someone murdered his whole family just to run a business.
It makes you wonder where that sort of come from.
It does. But anyway,
he's never come forward to say that, it's based upon anything within his life, but what did he see or what did he know?
People think it's Chuck E. Cheese. It's based on Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. Because all the kids that go missing they think it's based on Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, Freddy Fazbear is Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria is a real thing, isn't it?
No, it's based off the real thing is based off of Chuck E. Cheese. Like the building is based off of Chuck E. Cheese Pizzeria. If you look at the building structure, the first building structure you've ever saw in the franchise, that is almost a replica to the Chuck E. Cheese Pizzeria, just changing a few things.
But no, I'm sure if you Google Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or something, there is one in Texas.
Okay, I'm googling it right now. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. There's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location. Yeah, no, it's fake.
Oh, I wonder if they put that on Google then to sort of, because at one point I'm sure I looked on Google Maps.
Pizza place in Hughesville, Pennsylvania. What?
Yeah, see?
It's not real.
Sorry, not Pennsylvania.
No. This must just... There's a phone number. I want to phone it now and be like, yo, are you actually Freddy Fazbear?
So I'm wondering if maybe he might have got it from Chuck E. Cheese's, but was that there before he came up with his idea, or... Because actually nobody really knows much about... I've tried to look more into that place and nobody knows like much about the place, whether it's just a pizzeria or if they do use animatronics as well and stuff like that. Hello?
Sorry, I was reading reviews. So many people saying my friend disappeared in this place, but the pizza was amazing. What?
So yeah, it'll be very interesting. It's very interesting. I would always love to be one of these people to like interview people, and Scott would be somebody I would love to interview.
I mean, Scott did put an Easter egg in one of the animatronics. If you go to Sister Location and you go to the animatronic section where you get to look at the animatronic blueprints and stuff. If you go to Funtime Freddy, oh yeah, the Funtime animatronics, that's the other one. If you go to Funtime Freddy and look inside his belly area, it's not just wiring. There is a child inside the blueprint.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's an actual child. Not an actual child, but there's a child figure inside his belly.
But that just shows how creative his team was and Scott is.
Yeah.
Just to have that detail in there. And it's something that I feel that a lot of developers lack. Revolution Software not being one of them, nor any of the games we're playing on our channel, actually. I think a lot of developers, some developers do lack it, but there are a lot of developers who don't. They know the story that they're trying to put to their sellers, or to the buyers, and they know nowadays, at least anyway. I think back when I was a kid, I wouldn't have looked for Easter eggs and stuff like that, but nowadays people do look for that attention to detail, and it's those developers that make the money because they do give you the attention to detail. They do put the Easter eggs in for you to find, and I think that's good. I do think that's good. As I said, Revolution Software is one of those people. They give you attention to detail in everything they do, even in the games that, as I said, I've never played a game by Revolution Software where I thought, oh my god, this is awful. I've always been impressed by the games that they've done, but it is because of the attention to detail they give. So you could be playing a game for hours and you'll see something that references the beginning of the game. Well, that's detail right there, because most people wouldn't have been, would have probably forgotten about that. And that's why, I like developers that give that attention to detail, that give the person who's playing that game the chance to see that they're not just playing any old game. They are playing a game that has been created with love, really. And when I say created with love, I don't mean that they sit there and they gush over it and, oh my god, it's my baby and stuff like that. What I mean is that when you think about it, they think about what they're doing, they think about their storyline and when the storyline goes across, when the storyline keeps going, they then think about, well, how can we reference this, how can we reference that, and this needs to be sort of not mentioned again, but needs to be brought up again so that the player knows that this is important. And I like developers like that, and which is why, a lot of the early access games we're playing now, obviously with early access games you can't really tell if that's what you're going to get because they are early access, and those developers are there, they're wanting you to play their early access games so that they can get feedback. The early access games we're playing, I've seen that attention to detail, and I think that's really good. Just from, to have it in an early access game, that's really, really good.
You mentioned Undertale a couple of minutes ago. So what do you think of Undertale?
Again, it's not actually a game I've played. It's a game I've watched to be played. It's not a game that I would probably say I would like to play.
But I thought you like how the choices change your outcome.
I do. Because I don't want to play it doesn't mean I don't like the game.
Okay, damn.
And I know that sounds really weird. Like, people are like, what? How does that even make sense? I am one of these people that I enjoy playing certain games, and I enjoy watching other people play certain games. And Undertale is one of those games that I enjoy watching other people play. And I think it's more to do with me. I think it's because I feel that maybe I'm a bit too, I don't want to say stupid, but I don't think I have the
mental capacity.
Yeah, to sort of play the game, but I enjoy watching other people play it. And I enjoy, for example, both Dan TDM and Think Noodles have done a series on Undertale, and I have watched both of them. And I do, sorry, Justin, if you ever watch this, but I do enjoy Dan's better. Purely because Dan's really thinks about his choices and what he's doing, and I feel like he sort of like brings the choices alive in a way. And it's also, I think, with Undertale, the UI, so the user interface that you obviously for the game, I would find quite difficult to play. But that's just, as I said, that's just my opinion. That's just one of those things. I do think the developer of Undertale was, again, he's a very good developer. He's really thought of the story. He's really thought of the backstory, and I love the fan fiction that's come from that.
The
And
backstory is
actually,
really sad.
yeah, but it's really well thought out. It is really well thought out. And again, another developer that I would love to ask, where did you get that story from? Because there's got to be something that he's seen or heard or been involved in that has brought that story to life. And just it could even be a TV program. Do you know what I mean? That really affected him. So he made it into a game. But it's something that people haven't really realised. And if our channel gets bigger, which I'm hoping it will be, it is something that I would like to do in future. I would love to have interviews with developers and talk about their games and talk about the reasons behind why they did certain things.
Hmm.
I think it would be great to sort of have that conversation with people.
Hmm.
And it is something I've been really thinking about. And also, like, coming off games a little bit, I'd love to interview drag queens and things like that, and just really get to know people who are affecting, who have an effect on young people these days, whether they're developers, drag queens, or people in sort of like politics or teachers or anything like that, people who have effect on young children these days, I would love to sort of sit with and kind of go, right, let's get to know you a bit more. Let's, why is it that you do these things? Why is it that you choose to be the way you are, and stuff like that? Why is it you, in regards to games, why did you do this game? What
Hmm.
was it that made you think of this storyline? I'd love to do that, and I think it would. I think it would be really good, really cool to do.
Hmm.
So that looks quite good. The eye looks quite realistic, actually, zoomed out like that.
I did try.
That looks really good. It looks quite 3D.
Thank you.
Oh, we got Joey.
It's. Can you tell? It's good. I'm so proud. Great.
Oh, I love that. That looks really cool. It really does actually look like Joey, like in his original form.
That's what I was going for.
How long has that? Not that this has anything to do with you guys. I'm thinking of thumbnails on how to sort of change our thumbnail out. So, can you? Well, what I'll probably do is I will probably, yeah. So that's on there long enough. Now, when Trinity's finished a sketch, can you just say done? Give it a couple of seconds, and then carry on coloring him in, because I'll use that as part of the thumbnail.
Mhm.
So
Do you
yeah,
like it so far?
I do. I think it looks really good. It obviously looks good if I automatically knew it was Joey.
You probably knew it from the sketch, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's good. To be fair, if you drew on a stick figure, I wouldn't have known it was Joey.
Anyway, yeah, so the backstory of Undertale was really sad. I cried when I found out what happened to Clara. I cried so much.
I think with Undertale as well, nobody expected the twist. I don't think anybody expected it. When it first came out, I don't think anybody expected the story to go where it was going.
What
It
with
was
their
really,
dead children everywhere.
yeah, it was very well told. It was a very well told. There are people in this world that can read you a story, and there are people in this world that can tell a story. Those people that can tell a story are the ones that keep you hooked from the beginning to the end. Those people who read your story are the ones that you do listen to, but yeah, you won't go away with the fairies, and you're like, oh yeah, no, what can I listen to? What can I think about? Oh, I've got maths homework or something like that. But those people, and did you say his name was Toby, who did Undertale?
Uh, Yeah, Toby Fox.
Yeah, so Toby is one of those people I feel that can tell a story. So you are hooked from the minute Undertale starts to the end. And those people who have brought out fan fiction of Undertale, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, even those people, they can tell a story. And they've taken from him to obviously taken from his story and elaborated a bit more.
Hmm.
Which is, I love reading the fanfic. And actually, FNAF as well.
FNAF brought out ebooks and books.
Yeah, I think he can tell a story too. Even though it's not really a storytelling game, it's still got a story there that you want to listen to. And
Big story.
the fan made games as well. Oh wow. That the games that have been made by fans off of the back of Five Nights at Freddy's, they're amazing as well. Um, he both of those developers, including Revolution Software, including Green Forest Games, Head Up, all those people that we've got on our channel that we are currently looking at their games. All of them have inspired people to create games, to tell stories, and that's good. It's keeping something alive that I think this world would be lost without.
Hmm.
So I think, guys, that this is a good note to probably let my voice rest, and we'll bring you back when Trin's done a little bit more. Hey guys, welcome back. Trinity has finished Joey, so she's just going to explain to you what she has done.
Because apparently Mum can't see it. Right, so behind the eye there, the door. That's the place where you come in and out of, and then I've made the metal background. The eye is the thing I'm most proud of here. Not gonna lie. We've got little Joey down here struggling to do his task. This was just my guess from a picture that I've seen of him. If anyone knows what this thing is, but down here, please tell me, because it was on the photo I'm seeing, and I don't know what it is. It looks like a mini Hoover attached to him. But anyway, behind him we've got boxes shaded in. We've got the walk place you walk up and down on. We need to get rid of this beneath part. This part is just everyone to commemorate that we've done this part. We're gonna get rid of. What do you mean no? Oh, it's where I've got that. We're gonna get rid of this. There we go. Right, that's to commemorate that we've done this part, and that's it basically.
So what ideas do you have for Beyond?
I wanted to do the cafe with the union behind it, like outside, and what it looks like.
Right, okay.
And then in the middle was going to be the main character. I think it's Pierre. Is that what it was?
No, Pierre was from Beyond, from Broken Sword.
Oh well,
So
then I don't know what
Foster.
Foster's going to stand here then, and then you got the main villain. I'm going to put here, or someone here that Mum wants me to do. These two are in front of the background, which these three are going to be in front of the background. So we've got two more important characters. So Foster and someone else.
The character she's just talking about was the lady I was speaking about, but there's other characters involved as well. Maybe we could put a bit of picture, maybe an ember or something.
Yeah, sure.
We can go. So we are going to end this recording here. So for you guys, it might be the end of an episode. If it is, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you know you get notified when new videos come up. And if you like the video, hit that like button. That would be great. Or it might be a couple of seconds for you, because it does depend on my editing if it's a couple of seconds or not. So either way, the subscribe, like, and hit the bell still applies anyway. So we will see you in the next one. And sorry, I was just laughing because I was just watching Trinity write that on the screen. So we will see you in a couple of seconds, or we will see you in the next recording. Bye.